Hi, this is a tutorial to show how to set up maps to work with Zombified World. So first off, I'm going to start by launching Zombified World. I'll create a new game inside the editor. I'll choose the map I want to work on and set up. And then I am going to start the game. And then I'm going to type inside the console ZW underscore DevTools. What that's going to do is that's going to add a NPC spawner and a dev kit into my inventory in game. I need to equip my dev kit. You can see I now have the dev kit. Looks like a pistol. Next, I'm going to no clip just to make this a little easier. So if I hold down right click with the dev tool, you'll see this placement mode, create, remove, move. We'll get into this a little bit more in a second, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down R. And here we can see entity to place, zombie spawner, merchant, player spawner, as well as this game tab and this placements tab. Since this map is already set up, it already has game entities like the merchant and zombie spawners. I don't want those zombies to be messing around with me when I am editing. So I'm going to hold down R and I'm going to hit remove placed entities. And that's going to remove any merchants, player spawns, anything that's in the map already. And then I'm going to start, well here, first I'll show you loading placement entities. So I already, since this is like the default Zombified world map, I can hit load and it's going to show these placement entities. And it looks like the DM98 models possibly got removed out of the game. So they're errors right now. I'll probably fix this in a patch in a minute here. But what this error is in this red circle, it represents a zombie spawn point. So you can see there's a handful of them around the map. Zombies will spawn anywhere inside of these circles. If you don't see them, it might be because the air is, or the spawner is a little underground. And it looks like it also spawned them with physics enabled. That should be disabled. But if I have my dev kit in move mode, I can move them around like a fizz gun. And whenever I let go, it automatically kind of freezes them. Or I can, right click like a normal fizz gun. If I switch the dev tool placement mode into remove and I click, I can remove them. If I go into create, whatever I have selected here, like a player spawner, will get created wherever I'm pointing. And I can switch back into move mode, move those around. These are player spawns, and these are merchants. They look like soltaries. The rotation matters on these ones. And if I click E on some of these things, for instance, the zombie spawner, I can edit the spawn radius. So let's say this actually is maybe a tight little closet, and I don't want zombies spawning all over the place. We can see that it changed that red circle. Which, that would have been perfect if it was like, let's say right here. The game is, decently smart to try not to spawn zombies inside of walls, but it's generally good to have that radius be pretty approximate of where you want them to spawn. Like, for instance, this spawner right here, it's not going to spawn them inside this box, and it probably won't even spawn them on top of the box, but anything in this ground here. Now, if I'm like kind of happy with these placements, I can hit this spawn from placements button here, and it's going to spawn whatever is in the placement file. Now that's not going to be what I have out right now. So for instance, if I remove create a merchant like that and I hit spawn, nothing actually happened there. First I have to save entity placements. So I save those, and what that's going to do is it's going to create a file on my machine. I hit clear to wipe them all away, and load to load them back. I clear those again and spawn, we can see, hey, there's a merchant there now. This was kind of done because Zombified World might be adapted to work on different maps. For instance, this trailer park wasn't made by me, it was made by GCAF. And so I just, modified the map by adding these placement entities in. Very similar to Trouble in Terrorist Town and how you set up maps in that way. And if you're looking for where these files get saved, you can open up your sandbox directory, If you go into data, it's going to be inside of Noir, if that's in here. There we go, Noir. We got Zombified World, and we have GCAF Jam Map ZW entities. This is the file that has those placements. I can open it up like this, and we can see, hey, there's just a JSON file. It's an array, got objects, type 2, entity class name, zombie spawner, position, spawn radius, rotation. Once again, the rotation does not matter for the zombie spawners. It matters for the merchants. I can't remember if it matters for the player spawners, but this should be enough to get you started. Be careful, with saving and loading. You might overwrite some data that you don't want to. There's no autosave or save backup. The other thing is, when you do play the game for real, it's going to first look inside of this data folder, inside of data, Noir, Zombified World, the identify organization identifier of the map, then .zwentities.json. It's going to load this first, and if it can't find a file called this, it's going to look inside of the game files, which is the files package with the game itself. So, for instance, if I went into the actual source code, we could see that this SBox Zombies is the add-on that gets packaged and sent. There's this GCAF Jam Map ZW entities file. That's the one baked and shipped with the game. So, if a placement for a map is really good, we'll just get shipped with the game. So hopefully this helps. Yeah. Enjoy. Have fun modding.